Free Smyrna. FM 100.5 Smyrna, streaming worldwide on WGNSSports.com and always at the game. The game.
Prep sports coverage starts right now. Now. WGNS Primetime Sports is honored to bring you the 77th season of coverage with tonight's high school sports broadcast of Rutherford County Prep Athletics. It's State Farm Prep Sports. Veteran broadcasters Brian Barrett and John Dinkins, in their 25th year together, are ready to bring you the story of tonight's contest. Here are the 2023 Tennessee Association of Broadcasters recipients for Best Sports Coverage, Brian Barrett and John Dinkins, with tonight's contest on News Radio WGNS.
And we welcome you to Smyrna High School tonight, where we're the second game of a twin bill today. Blackman won the first game 3-1, and we're getting ready in just a few minutes to start the second game. And right here on WGNS State Farm Prep Sports, I'm John Dinkins along with Brian Barrett on the Primetime Sports Countdown to First Pitch, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. They've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. If you've been injured, call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation. And I guess, Brian, it's kind of a later start for us, but they got a game in and got it in pretty quickly.
Yes, they did. And ready to go here for game two, try to beat the rain.
Well, you had a chance to talk to some of our coaches here in the Prentice Office of Heating and Air pregame interview, and here we go.
Thanks, John. We're here with Mark Schildmeyer, the head coach of the Smyrna Bulldogs. And, boy, these doubleheaders are fun stuff. We've got this second game coming up, and I know you want to get back at those Blackman Blaze, right?
Absolutely. So we got really excited about playing a doubleheader today because if you get in the postseason, that opportunity comes where you have to play twice in one day. And that's the situation, too, where, like, you're playing for basically your life, the rest of your season. I mean, because possibly in the loser's bracket, something in a situation is that. So it's a great learning experience. I think it's a good simulation for us to prepare for situations like that. So we definitely want to get back. We just had some base running mistakes in the first game and didn't come up with any timely hits, but I definitely think that we pitched and played good enough defense. And we had some opportunities, so we didn't add advantage of them in that game. So the second one should be a lot of fun to watch.
You know, that's the fun thing about baseball, whether it's a doubleheader and you play just a few minutes after the first one or whether it's the next day. I mean, you got an opportunity to go out there and correct some things that will make you better.
Absolutely. So that's the main thing that we're going to look at. We're going to try and put some guys in some different positions, try and talk about a little bit of emphasis of base running, which is a big thing that we practiced yesterday. So mostly too is like we definitely want to see some more runs on the scoreboard this game. So if we accomplish that, and I think we can get to about five or six runs this game, I think we got a good chance to come out on top.
Well, I would expect that in a doubleheader, you know, both of you are kind of in some bullpen action and that kind of thing too, so that could make for some fun games, but also give some kids some experience out there on the bump.
Oh, absolutely. So we got probably about 3 or 4 guys that we have listed to pitch, and the good news is we still got some guys too with the doubleheader action in the one day. Those pitch counts can carry from game one to game two. So our starting pitcher from last game won't be available in this game. But Wade Sutton, our pitcher who finished the game for us, he's finished at about 30 pitches, so we can probably throw him about 20 or 30 more pitches for what we're asking him to do in this game, along with some other guys as well.
Yeah, well, that'll be fun. And, man, the park looks great. I mean, it's just a beautiful night to be able – I know you had to move this up for tomorrow's rain, but it's going to be a fun night at the ballpark.
Yes, I really appreciate you guys coming. It should be a really good game to watch.
All right, Coach, good luck.
All right, thank you.
From Coach Schildmeyer to Brad Frazier of the Blackman Blaze. Coach, got a win in game one, and I heard a lot of fans saying great baseball game, fun to be a part of. So it's always nice to come out on the winning side of those, though, right?
It is tremendously good to come on a winning side of that. Yeah, we needed a win. We just got to keep battling. You know, coming off of a year like we had last year, every win is important to us right now. District or non-district, everything's important.
Well, Mark was talking about how playing these double headers kind of really gets you ready for the postseason. Sometimes you may have to play two, that kind of thing. And so I know the rain has kind of forced this, but maybe a good thing in the long run.
Yeah, we talked about that when me and him talked early in the week, and then we said assistant coaches, we sat down and talked, said, you have to play a doubleheader sometime in district tournament and then in region play also. So, it's one of those things that don't happen very often during the season. So you get the opportunity, take it. So when we were both at first, he was like, yeah, and then we're like, yeah, let's do a doubleheader. So leading to spring break is a good thing too, since we play every day next week.
Yeah, well, and you've had quite a week. You've played two with Coffee County, so I mean, your guys are getting a good workout here.
We're a little tired, to say the least. We are a little bit tired. On the road last night, had a long game. Come out on the good side again. But then the bus ride home and then back at school again today. So I mean, it's life of a baseball coach and baseball team. You play them when they let you play them. So that's the thing about this time of year. Rain's coming in and be here tonight. Tomorrow will be a wash. Guys have a day off. Which will be well needed. So yeah.
Well, and I would assume with playing two.
Our Monday starter, our Tuesday starter in Beverage and Monson right there. Everybody else is available, so we've got probably 7 hours. We can throw this second game if we need to.
That's awesome, Coach. Good luck and glad to be here. It's going to be a fun night.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
That's your Prentice Allsup Heating and Air pregame coaches corner. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air services all major brands and in most cases offers same-day service. Rely on the Ream Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air to keep your home or business comfortable year-round. PrenticeAllsup.com online. 890-1311 is their phone number. Give them a call. Summer's right around the corner. You need to get that maintenance done to make sure you're cool all summer long. We send it back up to John real quick, who's got a look at your starting lineups. They're on WGNS, brought to you by JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates, Winners Trophies, and Fans Heating and Air. John, take it away.
All right, Brian, and we're going to start off with Smyrna, who will be the visiting team. We're at Smyrna, but it's going to be the visiting team in this second game tonight. For Smyrna, Chance Mosley will lead it off and play shortstop. Jonathan Stewart will be the catcher tonight, and he'll bat second. Parker Moffitt will be at first base, hitting third. And the designated hitter tonight will be Tucker Moore. He wears number 8. DJ Stafford will be in center field, batting fifth. Damian Battle will be in left field, hitting sixth. Batting seventh is Walker Hayes, the second baseman. Julian Lyons will play right field and bat eighth. And Ryan Harrison will be over at third for Smyrna, and he will bat ninth. Blake Jenkins on the mound for the Bulldogs. So it's Mosley, Stewart, Moffitt, Moore, Stafford, Battle, Hayes, Lyons, and Harrison, and Jenkins on the mound for the Smyrna Bulldogs. For Blackman tonight, Jackson Zeltner will lead it off and play center field. Dylan DePolito will be at first base, batting second. Kenny Colon will be at the designated hitter, hit third. Mac Bolding will be at third base. He'll be the cleanup hitter. Alex Bigelow will be in left field, batting fifth. Jonah Brown is in right field, batting sixth. Hitting seventh is Spencer Dobratz, the second baseman. Mitchell Cunningham will be at shortstop and hit eighth. Adam Beveridge will be the catcher. He'll bat ninth. And on the mound for the Blaze in this second game will be Connor McCann. And so it's Zeltner, Dapolito, Colon, Bolding, Bigelow, Brown, Dobratz, Cunningham, and Beveridge and McCann on the mound. And those are your starting lineups, brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA, Josh Houston and Associates. The countdown to first pitch, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. I want to thank Rick's Barbecue for the county roundup. Rick's Barbecue has quality, fresh, never frozen meats that are smoked the old-fashioned way, using real hickory wood on specially designed pits to give your pork, chicken, and beef the best flavor. Also, be sure to try other favorites like slaw dogs and loaded baked potatoes. From the pit to the plate, Rick's Barbecue is ready to feed your hungry family on Warrior Drive. And we're about ready to get this thing underway.
That was quick, wasn't it?
I did it as fast as I could. Are you taking this first part, or am I taking this?
I think you're the man tonight.
Oh, I just missed a game. I thought I'd be penalized.
Well, we've done 3 games and not penalized, but You've only had the opportunity to do one inning.
Brian, we've got television tonight. You can watch the game on YouTube or wherever you can get it.
Yeah,
I guess.
YouTube, Facebook, on our Twitter account, all those places. So be sure to check it out there if you want to listen and watch.
All right, Chance Mosley's going to lead it off, a right-handed hitter. He's the shortstop for the Bulldogs. The wind and the first pitch is a strike called right down the middle. Connor McCann, the pitcher for Blackman. He's a right-hander. Kicks and fires. Swung on, foul back out of play, and the count, no balls, 2 strikes. I was at a game last night, Brian, that I couldn't see the scoreboard until the 6th inning.
Really?
It was sun headed directly at it.
Yeah.
They won that game last night, so congratulations to the Eagleville softball team. Here's a bouncer to the mound, and the throw to first is in plenty of time to retire Mosley. 1-3 on the putout, and there's one away. It's going to bring up Jonathan Stewart, the catcher.
Number 1, Jonathan Stewart.
Coach Schildmeyer, John, if you look up and down his schedule, has tried to play some of these Rutherford County teams. Of course, this would be a potential region game with Blackman and 8 AAA or 8 4A and Smyrna and 7 4A.
Just like old times, isn't it?
Yeah.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Jonathan Stewart bats right-handed. He'll be followed by Parker Moffitt. Not wasting any time. McCann, the pitch. Breaking ball swung on, popped up. Shallow center, could be trouble. And it is, it drops. Nobody's covering the bag, and Stewart's going to go in with a double. That looked like trouble, but the infielders didn't go out either. Is what kind of, I think they thought that Zeltner had that ball, but if you would look at Zach's reaction, I don't think he ever had it.
I mean, he kind of sped up and then slowed up and then sped up again, and the ball popped in front of him, and all of a sudden Stewart was headed towards second, and there was nobody there, so he was in easily, really.
Here's Parker Moffitt, the first baseman, the number 3 hitter in the lineup, and the pitch. Swung on, had a big cut, and fouled it back out of play. A lot of construction going on at Smyrna High School. Good to see, though. I think that facility over there to our right is going to be forthcoming.
Looks like the Taj Mahal, doesn't it?
It's pretty nice.
Good grief.
Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch, swung on, fouled out of play. Dude, they do realize Matt Williams is the head coach, don't they? I mean, okay. I mean, does he really need a Taj Mahal? I mean,
well, I'm sure it's something that, in this day and age, people look at facilities and whatnot if they've got a kid that can play football to see where they might be able to play in high school, and I'm sure that's going to be.
Don't tell Matt I said anything, okay?
That's going to be one people will look at for sure.
0-2 pitch is up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stewart at second. He reached on a bloop double. 1 out here in the first, top of the first. McCann checks the runner at second. Checks him again. And the pitch to the plate. Into the dirt. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. A lot of new faces on both of these teams, Brian, from last year.
Yeah, Coach Frazier was kind of talking about that too. It's good. I mean, both of these teams are trying to build elite programs.
2-2 pitch, drilled into right, and going to drop in for a base hit. Stewart had to hold up. Now they're going to send him as the ball's bobbled. The throw to the plate will not be made, and it's 1-0 Smyrna. Give Moffitt a single and an RBI, and they hit the scoreboard first. 1-0. They have 2 hits here in the inning off McCann. Brings up Tucker Moore, the designated hitter.
Well, this is the start that Coach Schildmeyer definitely wanted. He knows kind of a grinder in that first game and putting the pressure on Blackman here early.
Moore's the DH. He bats cleanup. And the pitch. Up high, 1 ball, no strikes. Great view here from the Smyrna press box. We always love coming here. If I can get up the steps, there's no bar for an old man. It's really tough. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch, swing and a miss, and the count even at a ball and a strike. You didn't have any trouble finding a parking place, I see. You were right there behind it.
Well, that was the third option, actually.
Swung on, popped up. Pretty deep in center field. Zeltner over, makes the catch. The ball carried a little more than I thought it did, and it's 2 away.
So I parked at one place and I got out and looked, and it's like, my old way of getting to the baseball field is blocked with construction. So then I moved to another place and I thought, it's got to be somewhere closer. So I found that spot right at the last minute.
I'm sure all of that will be relieved once they get it finished.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about a softball game, That's going to be a little crowded down through there. 2 out in the inning. And Stafford's the batter, and he takes the ball, 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, the usual areas that we would park to do a baseball game here and a softball game are no longer valid.
Throw over, runner back. You mean never ever?
Well, at least I'm not sure about softball.
For the immediate future.
Yeah, until they finish this construction.
1 ball, no strikes. The pitch showed bunt. Took a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. 1-0 Smyrna. They've gotten on the scoreboard here in the top half of the first against Connor McCann. Two and 0. The stretch, the pitch. That one sails high, and it's 3-0. First batter he's really fallen behind with. Moffitt, I wouldn't say he has a huge lead over there. He's a couple is maybe a step. There's 2.
Yeah, he's keeping it really close, isn't he?
3-0 pitch. Strike called right upstairs, right in on his hands. And I don't think that DJ agreed with that call very much. 3 balls and a strike.
He actually slung his bat back so he could take off toward first.
McCann checks that runner. 3-1 pitch. Into the dirt, he walked him. First walk of the game here in the first inning. And now runners at first and second. 2 away, however. Davian Battle, the left fielder, and the first left-handed hitter we've seen in this lineup tonight. He would be followed by Walker Hayes if he does something here. McCann in some early inning trouble. He's already given up a run, but trying to get out of it with no damage. Any more damage anyway. Ball gets away. Runners are going to advance to second and third. Wow, pitch. Stewart scored on a single by Parker Moffitt. He's down there at third now. And Stafford is over at second.
Well, this is a full jam here for McCann.
I wouldn't be surprised, Brian, if you see him walking him. Rather face a right-handed hitter that's on deck. The pitch. That one sails up and in. And it's 2-0. I can always tell when it's baseball and softball season. My voice starts to go. I sat in the field last night and umpire dusted the plate. I was right behind him. That's ball, 3-0. And immediately my voice got crazy. Turned out to be a really good friend of mine from my class, my 74, class of 74. There's a strike, 3-1. You don't see that often. I even asked him, because I said, is your name Patrick? Yes. Patrick Newman. Swing and a miss. Boy, he had a cut. And it's full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Battle is battling. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 out. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He held on, and it was a foul tip, and it's a strikeout, the first one, and a big one for Connor McCann. 1 run for Smyrna. They had 2 hits, a walk, and they leave 2. We have completed the top half of the first. It's 1-0 Smyrna here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
Whether it's the blazing heat of summer or the bitter cold winter, let the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Conditioning on West College Street keep your home or business comfortable year-round. We service all major brands and in most cases offer same-day service. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Rheem Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass.
Pizza, pizza.
You can now order Murfreesboro's favorite pizza online at sirpizzatn.com. We've made ordering online a breeze. From sirpizzatn.com, tap on the location nearest you and begin your order for carryout or delivery. You can order the Royal Feast, create your own, spaghetti, calzones, everything right from our online portal at sirpizzatn.com.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game tonight brought to you by our friends at Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance. Get expert orthopedic care right here in Rutherford County with TOA. Live your best life. More information online at TOA.com.
The pitcher for the Smyrna Bulldogs is Blake Jenkins, a right-hander. Let me give you the defense. I failed to do that for Blackman. Parker Moffitt's over at first base. Walker Hayes will be at second. It's Chance Mosley over at short. Brian Harrison's at third. Damian Battle in left. DJ Stafford at center. And Julian Lyons will be in right field. Jenkins finishing his warm-up tosses. I thought it was interesting, the conversation you had with them, the pregame, Prentice Salsa pregame interview was like, you mentioned, how many pitchers they can use today in a doubleheader. Good interview, Brian.
Well, I mean, Coach Schildmeyer was talking about so-and-so has 22 pitches or whatever it was.
Well, you got to be a rocket scientist or a math major to be a head coach. Pitches a ball outside, 1 ball, no strikes. This is Jackson Zeltner, the center fielder, leading off for Blackman.
I mean, and that is not that's an offense if you don't do it,
Try call right in on his hands. 1 ball, 1 strike. I think these guys kind of throw similarly. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on. Golfed one down the first base line. That looked like a 7-iron that I used today.
Little golf today then?
Little golf. It's a pretty day for golf. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bottom half of the first, Smyrna leads 1-0. Here's the wind and the pitch. Breaking pitch. Just a little bit outside, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hard to lay off of that one. Dapolito would be next. Here's the wind and the pitch. Another breaking pitch. Got him out in front, but he fouled off. Just got a piece of it. Two balls, 2 strikes. Zeltner, Dapolito, and Colon will lead off. The wind and the pitch. Just a little low. And he's gone full here to the leadoff hitter. The wind and the pitch. Swung on. There's a grounder to short. Mosley gobbles it up. The long throw across is a little off the bag, but he makes the tag for round number 1.
That was really a heads-up play by Moffitt over there.
Nicely done. Dapolito, the batter.
Number 5, Dylan Dapolito.
The first baseman. Left-handed hitter. Blackman won the first game of this doubleheader, 3-1. The wind and the pitch. Swung on. There's a shot to the left side. Another chance for Mosley. Going to have to hurry. Throws. Safe. Dapolito beat it out.
Dapolito's quickness there. Mosley really did a very good job out there fielding that.
Well, Dapolito, too, had that one extra step. Being a left-handed hitter, he's got about 2 more steps coming out of that batter's box. On the batter, here's the pitch. Outside, 1 ball, no strikes.
John, this is the 4th game in 3 days for Blackman. Played 2 with Coffee County the last couple of nights.
Pitch swung on. They're swinging away, aren't they? They're going after it. 1 ball, balls, 2 strikes. There's 1 out, a runner at first. And as you can tell, as Brian mentioned, Dapolito with some pretty good speed down there at first.
Blackman now 6-2 on the year. Pretty good start for Brad Frazier's squad.
I meant to tell you that was a good Siegel game last night, too. Siegel and Oakland. That was a pretty good. The pitch. Breaking pitch. High fly ball. Pretty well hit. On his horse is Stafford. And he's there to make a nice catch out in center field, fairly deep. And there's 2 away. This is not a great time of night to be going out trying to catch a fly ball either. Mac Boulding, the third baseman, is up next here with the runner at first. He's the third baseman for the Blaze. We'll give you that defensive lineup when they come back out on the field. I failed to do that in the top half of the first. The pitch, high, 1 ball, no strikes. There's plenty of break to his breaking pitch, for sure. 1-0. The pitch, swung on, drilled into right field, and right to the right lines. And they hit the ball well, but 3 outs in the inning. No runs, 1 hit. There was 1 left. We've completed 1. It's Smyrna 1, Blackman nothing here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Craig's Tax Service.
We perform tax preparation, individual tax returns, corporations, partnerships, and all your payroll bookkeeping needs.
Brandon Craig with Craig's Tax Service.
We fulfill all your tax preparation needs from individual returns to corporations and handle any of those scary letters you may get from the IRS.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We're proud to support all Rutherford County athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
Dr. Automotive is the cure for your car. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer have been providing Rutherford County with ASE certified auto repair for nearly 20 years. You'll receive courteous and friendly customer service every time. Why? Because we grew up here and you are our neighbors. Foreign and domestic auto repair and maintenance on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, just off I-24. SmyrnaAutoRepair.com, 615-220-0971. Just ask for Danny.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game tonight, State Farm Prep Sports, brought to you in part by good neighbor State Farm agent Celeste Middleton out there on North Thompson Lane, right there near Medical Center Parkway. You can call Celeste at 895-2700.
Walker Hayes leads on for the ground to short, and right to Cunningham, who throws to first in plenty of time for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out. The head coach really loves that, that's for sure. There's Julian Lyons, the right fielder. His first at bat tonight. Let's give you that defense here after this pitch. And it is outside, 1 ball, no strikes. For Blackman, Dapolito's at first, Dobrat's at second, Cunningham's at short, Boulding's at third. Beveridge is doing the catching. It's Brown, Zeltner, and Bigelow in the outfield. Swung on, high. Fly ball, camping under it, and making the catch is Bigelow for out number 2. That'll bring up the third baseman, Ryan Harrison.
The second baseman, number 9, Ryan Harrison.
Harrison's a left-handed hitter. So 2 quick outs for Connor McCann here for Blackman. Wine in the pitch. Swung on, trying to hit it the other way and fouls it out of play. He's ready, doesn't waste any time at all. The 0-1 pitch. Fly ball, shallow left field, going to drop in front of Bigelow. And it's a 2-out single for Harrison. Third hit off McCann. And that's going to bring up the top of the order now. Chance Mosley, who grounded back to the mound in the first inning. He's 0 for 1. Runner at first is Harrison. They're 2 out in the inning. Pretty good lead there at first. And the pitch. Breaking pitch sails low, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. McCann gave up 2 hits in the first inning, but avoided any further damage by holding them to 1 run. Got 2-out trouble here in the second. Throw over. Ooh, that was close. Got back, though. And we'll start it all over again. 1-3-0 for Smyrna. 0-1-0 for Blackman. McCann from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Ball gets away, and Harrison's going to get in easily. Would have probably had that stolen anyway. So he's down at second with 2 away now. It's a beautiful night tonight, but we're expecting some weather later on this evening. And Friday, they're calling for a lot of rain Friday. Pitch is outside, and it's 3-0. Stewart, who doubled in the first, is due up next. The pitch. High, he walked him. Second walk for McCann. And he's down at first. Harrison stays at second.
Jonathan Stewart.
Jonathan Stewart, the batter, singled and scored a run in the first. The stretch and the throw down. Oh, that close. He got him. Inning over. I knew it was close. He did get him. And the batter is caught stealing there, actually, but caught off a bag at second. No runs for Smyrna this inning. They had one hit. There was a walk and one left. We've completed 1.5. We're going to the bottom of the second. It's Smyrna 1, Blackman nothing here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Parks Auction. We handle everything.
You have a staff that comes to your home. They tell you what to do. They walk you through it. It's been my experience that what I thought I should get for my home, I got much more for it.
Visit our website at parksauction.com.
Hi there, Parks Auction, 896-4600. Stan Vaught and the Parks Auction team are proud supporters of local high school and MTSU sports.
Hello, this is Coy Young at Las Casas Feed Supply. We'd like to welcome you to our door.
I'm Ian Young. I'm at Las Casas Feed Supply. I'm selling beef and pork, 100% Angus, raised here in Las Casas. Come get you some.
Everyone's favorite cuts available, even options to purchase a quarter of a steer.
We got the beef. Hello, everybody. Las Casas Feed Supply.
Family owned and operated, Las Casas Feed Supply on Barlow Lane, just off Highway 96 East.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game tonight brought to you by Bowen's Body Shop. From dings and dents to full body work, trust Jeff and Cal Bowen to do the job right. They're located on Middle Tennessee Boulevard. John Dinkins along with Brian Barrett as we go to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Smyrna. Throw down, and we're getting ready for the bottom of the second. Alex Bigelow, Jonah Brown, and Spencer Dobrats will lead it off. A little pep talk on the mound. And we're about ready here.
Leading off, the left fielder, number 3, Alex Bigelow.
Blake Jenkins, in his second inning of work. Breaking pitch, sails outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Boy, both of these pitchers are quick workers. I love it. Pitch is a little low, I guess. 2 balls, no strikes. Welcome back, Brian.
Thank you.
Did you pick me up a hamburger while you're down there? No, of course
no.
not. Pitch is high. No, a strike called. It was a little premature. 2 balls and 1 strike.
It is a little bit of a
line.
Oh, no. A little bit of a trip to get to the restroom.
Oh, I'm still talking about the hamburger.
Yeah.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The wind and the pitch. Breaking pitch. Bounce to third. Up with it is Harrison. Throw to first. Gets away. And he is safe. See how they score that. We'll say E5, I think.
Yep. They put
Right
an error
fielder,
on the
number 7,
scoreboard.
Jonah Brown.
And Jonah Brown, the batter. The right fielder. So a runner on here. Throw over, runner back. Nobody out. Brown, a right-handed hitter.
Well, I'm sure Smyrna would like to get that run across here too, John, and put a little pressure on the Blaze. After losing game 1, 3-1.
Pitch to the plate is high. Throw down. We're throwing it all over the diamond. That one's safe. 1 ball, no strikes. We've got a runner caught out at second base in the top half of the inning. 1-0 Smyrna. We're in the bottom of the second. Throw over, runner back. Blake Jenkins of the Smyrna Bulldogs checks the runner and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Count even at a ball and a strike. Yeah, I've watched your game. I actually watched it on Big G TV. And game-ending double play last night.
Yeah.
Don't see that often. 1-1 pitch. He bunts it, and it's a good one. Jenkins coming off the mound, going to flip it, tries to tag him, and got him, I think. Yes. And down at second goes Bigelow. So the sacrifice worked, but it was a bang play. There goes one unassisted, and here's Spencer Dobrats. And now we want to have a little conversation on that. Our game tonight brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Middle Tennessee Electric, Sir Pizza, Bowen's Body Shop.
I'm sure Coach Frazier was just saying, did he actually tag him? Because, Jenkins had to kind of reach out there.
Yeah, I kind of thought he was going to flip it.
I did too.
But maybe it's better if you can keep it from doing that.
Spencer Dobrats.
It was close. Dobrats, the second baseman.
There was no overturning there, so.
Jenkins steps off. Now he's ready. Tying run in scoring position for Blackman. Pitch. Inside. 1 ball, no strikes.
Oakland and Siegel are playing their third game. That's the first district series, and that's the only one that's being played this week in 8-4A.
Pitch has brushed him back, almost hit him. 2 balls, no strikes. Let's see, Siegel's won the first 2 of those games, correct?
Correct. So Oakland's going to try to salvage one tonight.
2-0 pitch. That ball sails up high, and he's falling behind now. 3 balls, no strikes.
Riverdale Warriors are down in Alabama, and David Limbaugh told me that they lost 5-4 in 8 innings.
Pitch is outside. He walked him. First walk by Jenkins. Runners now at first and second.
Number 6, Mitchell.
They're playing down in Oxford, Alabama, and they played Jacksonville, Alabama. And they had a 4-0 lead, but that was erased and tied up in the 7th, and Jacksonville wins it in an extra inning.
Popped up foul. He tried to bunt it. And it's 0-1 now to Mitchell Cunningham, the shortstop. Beveridge, the catcher, on deck. Speaking of Beveridge, oh, yeah, there they are.
I moved them a little closer.
No balls and a strike. Well, I just want you to relax tonight because you worked so hard last night. Swing and a foul out of play down the first base line. No balls, 2 strikes. And so far you have.
I've been keeping a very good stat
I thought
sheet.
you'd bring a hamburger back because you were gone for so long.
Well, it's
Yeah,
you've got to go to the bathroom. It's a little hustle.
Breaking pitch, swung on, foul tipped. Just got a piece of it to stay alive. No balls, 2 strikes.
Because the restrooms are the football stadium restrooms.
It's not because of construction. They've always had them there.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think they're going to be redoing some of that once this new field house facility is opened up too. I think there's going to be kind of a remodel, and that's all tying in somehow.
0-2 pitch, breaking pitch, fouled away again, and it's still no balls, 2 strikes. Down at second is Bigelow. Dobratz is at first.
And that's the only construction that we see, but they're also building an addition here.
Yeah. Swung on, fouled again. Boy, good at bat here by Mitchell Cunningham.
The only school that I was at when I was a kid that they were doing construction on was Walter Hill, and it seemed like Walter Hill had constant construction there for many years.
They had several phases.
Yeah.
Phase 1, 2, 3, and 4. I was there for 3 of them. I remember the first one was the demolition of the gym.
Right.
And the office and the gym were new, and a couple of one classroom.
Well,
one
that
big
was
classroom.
Yeah, that was before me. I was there when they built the long wing that went down in the new cafeteria.
That pitch sails outside, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Throw down to second, but Bigelow is not far away. 1-0 Smyrna here in the bottom of the second. Blackman trying to tie it up. Throw down. Whoa. Nice play there by the shortstop Mosley.
I remember Walter Hill had wooden floors in some of the, you know.
I taught in those. Pitches up high. Cunningham being a pesky hitter right now for the Blaze. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 on. The pitch. Swung on, jammed him, and he fouled it out. Just got a piece of it to stay alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two on the way, and he swung and struck him out with a curveball there, and it is 2 away in the inning. First strikeout for Jenkins, and it brings up the bottom of the order, number 9, number 9 hitter, Adam Beveridge, the catcher.
The catcher, number 15, Adam Beveridge.
So it's going to take a 2-out hit for Blackman if they're going to get on the scoreboard here in the second.
You know, I think Adam would make a great spokesperson for, you know, like Coca-Cola or Pepsi.
Yeah. I'm Adam Beveridge. The pitch. Inside with a fastball, and it's 1 ball, no strikes.
I don't think I've heard that as a last name ever.
And it's with a D.
Mm-hmm.
Curveball. I've been pronouncing Kenny Cologne wrong. It's Kenny. I've been calling him Colon. It's Kenny Cologne, like Bartola Cologne.
Oh, I see.
So I don't want you to make the same mistake when you get up here. Pitches outside. Ball gets away. I think that's going to be a pass ball, and runners are at second and third now with 2 out. So that makes it a little bit more tenuous here. And it makes it tougher on the catcher. And Stewart, a lot of pressure on him here. 3 balls, no strikes.
Kind of a similar situation to last inning.
The pitch. That was a nice stop by Stewart. The bases are loaded. Second walk of the inning. Second for the game.
The center fielder, number 4, Jackson Zeltner.
And here's Zeltner, who grounded to short, hit it hard to Mosley in the first. Blackman's only mustered 1 hit, but they've had base runners. The wind and the pitch. Just high, 1 ball, no strikes. Throwing a lot of pitches this inning. A bunch to Cunningham. That played at bat. 1-0. High. 2 balls, no strikes. And now Stewart's going to go out and talk to Jenkins.
Well,
no place to put this guy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a beautiful night tonight. I was mentioning while you were gone that get some rain on the way, don't we, Mr. Meteorologist?
Yeah, it looks like tomorrow's going to be kind of especially afternoon, kind of a washout. They've moved the MTSU baseball game up to noon tomorrow.
The pitch. High, 3-0. I think it was, I think they're talking about coming in at 5, didn't it? 4 or 5 tomorrow?
I think it's definitely afternoon.
3-0 pitch. Strike called.
And
taken all the way there was Zeltner.
So that game will be stream only since the Lady Raiders are playing tomorrow, 12 o'clock airtime, 12:30 tip in the game versus Louisville.
Swinging a foul back. That's where I'm going to be, right in front of that TV. Watching that one. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Going to wind them all up.
You probably have been too busy to watch any March Madness from today.
I didn't watch anything, and I haven't, Runners are going. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swung on. Bouncer to second. Going to be a tough play. Throw in time to retire the side on a nice play there by Walker Hayes. It goes 4-3 on the putout. No runs. There were 2 walks. There was an error and 3 big plays left. We're going to go now to the top of the third. It's still 1-0 Smyrna here on State Farm Prep Sports.
In Rutherford County, you know how much it means to have neighbors that you can count on. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves, here to help life go right when you combine home and auto insurance. Call me at 615-873-1700. Let me save you money and time.
It's not just your home or car. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams. We see your home and car as the time and memories that you put into it. Give me a call at 615-459-2683 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
If you need concrete work done, who would I call? Dan France Concrete. Here's why. He's local. He attended Walter Hill Elementary, Oakland, and MTSU. He served our community as a school resource officer for 9 years, and he's involved in the community.
This is Dan with Dan France Concrete, wishing all Rutherford County student athletes a great season. Study hard, play harder, and be safe.
Dan France Concrete is a licensed and insured residential and commercial concrete construction contractor serving Middle Tennessee. Check out danfranceconcrete.com online to see some of their work.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
This portion of the game brought to you by, I guess,
another Womack.
Yeah, another Womack. Dominating. Yeah.
That would be Dana Womack. Dana Womack's offices are at 805 South Church Street between Farm Credit and the Post Office. Dana Womack, 900-0877.
Top of the third for Connor McCann, and he is going to be facing Jonathan Stewart, Parker Moffitt, and Tucker Moore. Stewart doubled and scored in the first. He's 1 for 1. 1-0 if you just joined us. Smyrna leading. You know, if you're driving around shopping tonight, trying to get stuff in before it rains, pitch outside, 1 ball, 1 strike, or 2 balls, no strikes. What better way than to, listen to us? Yeah.
You can listen as you're driving around. Then when you get home, you can sit back behind the TV and watch it on YouTube.
2-0 pitch, swung on, chop foul. Now, I know we're in our early stages of the TV broadcast.
Yes.
But I was very impressed. A lot of it depends on where the camera is, too.
It does.
And we're going to probably increase that, our capability, hopefully to do basketball, too, and football.
That is the hope. Got to wrestle up some sponsors.
This is kind of the experimental model. There's a hard shot to short, and the throw by Cunningham is in time for out number 1. That was a nice play. Stewart retired on a ground ball to short. Parker Moffitt, the batter, he singled and drove in the only Smyrna run back in the first. Boy, Moffitt, who is the first baseman, I would call him muscular, wouldn't you? He's got some arms.
He's definitely been in the weight room, it looks like.
1 out, nobody on. Here's the pitch. Strike called. He likes that high fastball, I think. 0-1, the umpire. This field looks great, too, I'm telling you. The 0-1 fouled him back. And it's 0-2. Well, I have to tell you, I was impressed when I got home. I saw the I saw the
after it was over,
podcast or whatever, TV. Pitch is low in the dirt. 1-2. It's so funny to see when I was fast forwarding it, and see the sun go down and go tonight. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swung on, drilled into left field. Nobody's going to catch that one. Bigelow on his horse, and they're going to hold him to a long, very long single. Second hit for Moffitt, so he's on with one out, and brings up Tucker Moore, who flied to center,
number 8,
and he put it hit a pretty good ball the last time up, too. He's 0 for 1.
I was just writing all that down when you were talking about it. There are 10 different places that you can hear or watch this broadcast.
Swung on, popped up. Shallow center, and now coming in and making the catch is Zeltner for out number 2. And that's going to bring up DJ Stafford, the last hope for Smyrna here in the third. He walked his last time up.
Number 11, DJ Stafford.
Made a good catch out there in center field earlier in this game as well. 1-0, Smyrna leading. Second game of a doubleheader. Blackman won the first one 3-1, so Smyrna trying to get the split. Curveball backs him up a little bit. 1 ball, no strikes.
Who's the guy with the long flowing hair that played for Pittsburgh? Did the Old Spice commercials?
Yeah. Troy Palmiamuto or something.
Oh, yeah.
There's well hit ball to deep left on his horse is Bigelow. He's got it. Yes, he does for out number 3. No runs, 1 hit. There was 1 left for Smyrna. And we're going now to the bottom of the third. Our score, Smyrna 1, Blackman 0 here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Hi, I'm Lee Colvin, your Edward Jones financial advisor. And while you've heard the saying, slow and steady wins the race, that same concept can be applied to long-term investing. Investing a little bit at a time on a regular basis can really add up. We call this systematic investing. And though it doesn't guarantee a profit or prevent a loss, it's a way to take advantage of market volatility instead of enduring it. Give me a call, Lee Colvin, at 615-907-7056. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
The Lady Raiders have done it again.
Middle Tennessee has repeated as tournament champions.
And once again in the big dance. At Raider Tees, they have the official CUSA Women's Tournament Champion shirts in-house and on sale this week. Get ready for the Raiders in the NCAA Championships and save 25% off all regular priced Blue Raider gear through Friday. Get official Women's Tournament Championship shirts at Raider Tees, 910 Ridgely Road, just behind Chewy's.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game tonight, you're supposed to do this. Well, go ahead.
Well,
I'm sorry. I'm interrupting you.
Sir Pizza, Carpets by Osborne, Winners Trophies, and First National Bank of Middle Tennessee bring you State Farm Prep Baseball here tonight. It's 1-0, and the Bulldogs in the driver's seat here, and John, bottom of the third.
Well, let's see. Blake Jenkins in his third inning of work here escaped a big jam in the top half or the second inning. We'll see how it goes here in the third. Throw down, and we're about ready to get this one underway. It'll be Dylan Dapolito to lead off. He singled back in the first. Jenkins walked 2, but he's only given up 1 hit. Dapolito's a good-looking hitter. Left-handed batter. All left-handed hitters look cool, though. Don't you think?
Sure.
Matt Olson.
You have something against right-handed hitters?
No. Swung on, drilled into left center field, and in for a base hit. He may get 2 out of this one, and he definitely will. The throw comes in. Dapolito is in, standing with a double. So good start for the Blaze here.
Boy, they are jumping on the first pitch.
They've been doing that all night. Now that's the second hit, and Dapolito has both of them. So Jenkins hasn't been able to fool him much. And another left-handed batter, Kenny Colon. Pitch is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Colon flied out to center field. He hit the ball well his last time up.
Kenny kind of looks like a polo guy, not an Old Spice guy. Colon.
Oh, man. There's a pass ball or a wild pitch. I think that was a wild pitch. And the runner goes down to third. So, man, this is a very nice opportunity for Blackman. He really just needs to hit it somewhere down the right side to get that run in possibly. Dapolito with good speed down there at third. The wind and the 2-0 pitch. Inside. Oh, it hit him. He brushed him back a little bit.
Just grazed him. That's all that matters.
Runner now at first and third. And here's Mac Bolding.
22, Mac Bolding.
Bolding flied out to right his first time. Now, he is a right-handed batter. He looks cool. And it's okay. I'm not.
Nothing against right-handed batters.
No. Jenkins from the stretch, the pitch into the dirt. Nice stop by Stewart. And it's 1 ball, no strikes. John Dinkins, Brian Barrett with you here from Smyrna High School on a Thursday night.
Got Lady Raiders tomorrow, Saturday, the second game with the Blue Raiders in Liberty, and then on Sunday will be the final game of that series, or final 32 game for the Lady Raiders, which is what we're kind of pulling for. If they win tomorrow, they'll play on Sunday at some time. Don't know the time yet.
Well, we certainly hope that's the case.
I mean,
playing on Sunday.
I think they've got maybe as good of an opportunity as they ever have, John. This may be Rick Insel's most complete team, I think. You know, he's got some size. He's definitely got the shooters from the outside, which has always kind of been a thing that the Lady Raiders have had. But I think their inside play is much better than it has been.
I agree with you. Here's a meeting on the mound. And I think it's just a powwow here to talk things over a little bit.
John, I kind of had a feeling that this might be a bullpen kind of a game here too, so I don't know how much juice is in the tank for all of the starting pitchers here tonight. But
usually when you have some youngsters too, and it's a non-district game, you'll see just about anybody.
So I'm not so sure that it's not an injury because the umpire is out there, and I think they're talking to Jenkins. He may have pulled something, because why else would the umpire be in the middle of that conversation?
True. Well, he's going to stay in, whatever it was. And when the pitching coach came out, though, he may have gone out there to see what was up because they don't want it to take too long. And then they found out it was talking about maybe something was wrong. But he's still in there. But he's got a major problem right now. Runners at first and third, and a 1-0 count to Bolding. Cologne with a short lead at first. The pitch, swing and a miss. Well, he was going for the left field fence out there. And the count even at a ball and a strike. Bolden, Bigelow, and Brown, the three Bs coming up. The 1-1 pitch. Oh, that was a nice breaking pitch. Just right in there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. If the worst case scenario, well, the best case for him, it would be a strikeout. But if he could get a double play out of this thing, he'd be happy with that. It would tie the game. But
had 3 of those last night in the Siegel-Oakland game.
Swing and a miss, and it's a strikeout and a big one for Jenkins of Bolding.
The left fielder.
That's his
number
second.
3, Alex Bigelow.
And Bigelow, the batter, he reached on an error by the third baseman, throwing error. So runners still at first and third. Well, you got to take advantage if you're Blackman. You've got to take advantage of this opportunity here. Jenkins from the stretch, checks the runner at first, the pitch to the plate, bunts it, and it's foul. A little squeeze going on. See if they do that again. It may not, since they've shown it once. No balls and a strike.
Coach Frazier gives about 15 different signals down there at third. I just counted them.
0-1, the pitch. That breaking pitch sails outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And only 1 means something.
Yeah. He showed bunt that time,
and
too.
If you don't know it, you get in big trouble.
Yeah.
Ball and a strike. 1 out. Runner still at first and third. The pitch. That breaking ball is bounced foul again, and as he bunted. So they're still trying it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. See if they do it with 2 strikes. This is just our third broadcast. We're really, kind of had a 3/4 of one.
That was a wild one. It was a 2.5-hour broadcast, though. We didn't finish.
The pitch hit him. Oh, that was a tough break there for Jenkins. But good news for Blackman as the bases are now loaded with 1 out. And here's Bigelow goes to first, and here's Brown.
It's the second hit batter here in this inning.
The right fielder, number 7, Jonah Brown.
And Brown sacrificed his first time up. I wouldn't be surprised if you see that again. Bases are loaded.
Well, with just one out, John, and you're trailing 1-0, maybe not a bad idea.
Pitch, boy, he was swinging away, and he found it back, 0-1. It's like when you say opportunity knocks, well, it's knocking for Blackman. See if they can take advantage of it. The pitch, high, and it's a ball and a strike. Are you doing any innings tonight, or you feel like you're taking a birthday off because of?
We can figure that one out.
Oh, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that answer means. Either you are or you aren't. It's fine. 2 balls and a strike. Well, I only did 1 inning the other night, I guess.
I know, yeah.
I just now thought of that. 2 balls and a strike, the pitch. Outside.
That was a weird game. It took a very long time.
A lot of walks.
Yeah.
3 balls and a strike. The pitch. And he walked him. And he walks in a run. Well, Brown did his job. That is the 3rd walk I think I have. And coming in is Dapolito to score. 1-1.
Spencer Dobrak.
Going to 3rd is Cologne. Bigelow goes to 2nd, and Brown goes to 1st.
Well, there have been 3 walks, but there have been 2 hit batters and a walk in this inning alone, and that's been the real trouble. There's only been 1 hit, and that was the Dapolito double. So Blackman's been pretty efficient.
Here's a strike, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. I missed something somewhere, but I'll catch it up here in a minute. The pitch. Swung on, drilled into center field, and a base hit. Coming in to score will be Cologne, and 3rd run coming in for Bigelow. Now they got the runner tied up between 1st and 2nd, and they tag him out, yes. Nice play by Smyrna, but they get, let's see, 1, 2, 3 runs, right? Is that right? Yeah, I believe that's right. 3 runs. They had 1 hit, Brian. 1 hit. A walk, a hit batter. Oh, it was something else. We finished 3 innings of play now. Blackman has taken over the lead, 3-1 over Smyrna here on State Farm Prep Sports.
This is a paid legal ad.
You've probably heard it a million times. If you're injured, call a lawyer. And you probably haven't because you don't know how much it will cost, how long it will take, or even if you have a case. At the law offices of John Day, we provide a free initial consultation because we understand that folks don't want to pay a lawyer only to find out they don't have a case. If you think we can help, we do so on a contingency basis, which means we only get paid if you do. Seriously injured? Call me, John Day.
Here's the question. What do you want from your electric co-op?
Fast response if the power goes out.
An app that keeps me informed. Tips to lower my monthly bill.
Communication on things that matter to me.
Done, 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 done.
I want to know everything.
Everything? Well, young lady, let me show you the MyMTE app. Energy Service Life. That's Middle Tennessee Electric. We're here to get done what matters most to you. Learn more at mte.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game tonight brought to you by the law offices of John Day, along with Rick's Barbecue, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin, and Prentice Allsup Heating and Air. And John, a big inning for Blackman. They now lead 3-1 as we go to the top of the 4th.
Yeah, I mentioned they had 1 hit in that inning. They had 2 hits in that inning. Walk, hits, batter, all the bad things.
Yes,
for if you're Smyrna.
Walk, 2 hit batters.
For Blackman, Connor McCann finds himself with a 3-1 lead, and the first pitch is a ball.
Ironically, that is the final score of game 1 here. So
the wind of the pitch, swung on, popped up in the infield. Calling for it is Cunningham. He's got it for out number 1. when you've just regained the lead or taken over the lead, that is a slice of heaven if you get a pop-up on the second pitch.
Number 10, Walker Hayes.
And Walker Hayes is the batter. Grounded to short his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Hit the ball hard to Cunningham. McCann with a new lease on life. The pitch. Ball outside. And count even at a ball on a strike. Make that ball and no strikes. The pitch. Swung on, fouled away, out of play. You know, what I think about baseball is so funny about high school baseball. Like if Siegel, say, sweeps Oakland, well, Oakland could come back and sweep somebody else.
Oh, yeah.
And they'd be right back in it. You know, it doesn't take much.
I brought that schedule. I think the only district series next week during spring break is Blackman and Rockvale, their first district series.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball in there for strike 3. That was a pretty pitch. And that is his second strikeout of the game. 2 out. And here's Julian Lyons. Lyons flat out his last time up. He's 0 for 1. Right-handed hitter steps in there.
Well, I bet Coach Frazier would love to get a 3-up, 3-down inning after taking the lead, too.
It's the top of the 4th. Breaking pitch. Must have been outside. 1 ball, no strikes. We have a lot of different views of games, but this is one of the best.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
it's high,
yeah,
behind the plate.
Of course, we've been everywhere. You know, we've been outside and under umbrellas and tarps, and pitch is high. 2 balls, no strikes.
A lot of places are catching up. Blackman, their press box is above the third base dugout.
Gives you a little different view. 2-0 pitch, high. 3 balls, no strikes. But it's a nice one. It's an impressive one. Siegel's kind of boxed theirs in. Riverdale's got theirs.
They've done some improvements. David Limbaugh said we need to come out and see it.
You know what that improvement is, don't you? I'll tell you in a second. 3-0 pitch. Strike called. It is called the David Limbaugh Taj Mahal.
Oh, is it?
Press box.
They've put some, like a table all the way down.
Pitch is low. He walked him.
Not a table, but a countertop, and it goes all the way down the length of the press box.
So not a 3-up, 3-down inning here in the 4th, but there are 2 out.
Ryan Harrison.
And Ryan Harrison, the third baseman, singled, stole a base back in the 2nd. He's 1 for 1. So some hope here for Smyrna in the top of the 4th.
He'll be outside on Monday over at MTCS when they play FRA.
Swung on, fouled out the left field line. And it's 0-1. Connor McCann got a Christmas present in the bottom of the 3rd. 3 runs. Here's the pitch. Lined it foul. He's going that other way. McCann checks the runner at first. And the pitch. Swung on, fouled away. Got him in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. But this is very similar to the battle that Jenkins and Cunningham had earlier in the game. It's 3-1 Blackman here in the top half of the 4th. Smyrna's top half. The 0-2 pitch. Breaking pitch, popped him up. Right side, coming over is Dobrats, makes the catch for out number 3. So other than a walk, a very easy inning for Connor McCann. We were going to the bottom of the 4th here. There was no runs. There was a walk and 1 left. Bottom of the fourth coming up, and our score is Blackman 3, Smyrna 1 here on State Farm Prep Baseball.
We're talking now with Heather here at Carpets by Osborne. What are some of the advantages that Carpets by Osborne has?
Being a family business and being locally owned and operated, we do free estimates. We have our own subcontractors that work for our business. We will come out, look at your floor covering. Throughout the whole process, you deal with an individual. You're not passed off to different contractors. We handle it from start to finish.
Carpets by Osborne on Northwest Broad, next to Tire World.
This Fanceroni pepperoni is fancy.
Am I fancy enough for the Fanceroni? I'm wearing cargo shorts.
But Tim, so am I. Try the Fanceroni pepperoni with over 100 old-world pepperoni. Little Caesars changed the Hot and Ready Classic and added 33% more pepperoni, which makes it 133% better pizza than before. It's really good. Order a new classic online and use our convenient Pizza Portal pickup.
In Murfreesboro on Memorial, Warrior Drive, South Church, and Old Fort.
Pizza, pizza.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Welcome back. Our game tonight brought to you by Good Neighbor State Farm Agent Andy Womack, located at 1535 West Northfield Boulevard near the Ford dealer. State Farm Agent Andy Womack, 615-890-0850. And, Brian, we have a new pitcher here.
Yeah, Hayden Cook is coming out. Just got his warm-ups in during the half-inning break, and Cook is going to take over for Blake Jenkins, and we'll work on getting Blake's line here for you.
Cook is a right-hander, and he's facing here. As the pitch is in there for a strike. Pitch outside. Chance Mosley is the batter. I'm sorry. That is not correct. This is Cunningham, the shortstop. He fouls one out of play. Had the wrong lineup with me. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cook with a 1-2 pitch on the way. Here it is. Outside. Evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Jenkins in his 3 innings, 3 runs, which were earned, 3 hits, 2 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 2 hit batters.
Yeah, the control issues kind of got him late in his stint. There's a swing and a protection swing, and he fouled it down the first base line. He's kind of protecting himself. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Blackman won this first game tonight 3-1. They're leading here in the second game also 3-1. The wind, the 2-2 pitch. Just low. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
It's a busy day for Rutherford County Schools today. They had 2 buses that had accidents out on Manson Pike, but nobody hurt, just little fender benders.
3-2 pitch. Bouncer to second. Scooped up over there by Hayes. The throw to first is in time for out number 1. Cunningham retired 4-3, and that brings up Adam Beveridge, who walked his first time up.
Also, it was announced today, John, that Rutherford County Schools will close on April the 8th for the Eclipse Day.
All the little ones will be inside.
They'll be at home.
Unless they have glasses. 1 out here in the 4th, and the pitch. Cook throws hard. 1-0-1 the count. Strike called.
They would have had to purchase glasses for every student. But I think the biggest problem, John, was it's going to happen during dismissal for elementary and middle schools.
Yeah.
You kind of lose a little bit of your control over what the children do. If they were in the building, I think it would be different.
I'm sure some parents didn't like that decision, but, there's a ball, 1 ball, 1 strike. But it's hard to please everybody,
Well, sure. Dr. Sullivan put it out there a couple of weeks ago. Hey, look, parents, we're looking at this. We're going to do the best thing we think is for the kids.
High. 2 balls and a strike.
And then he made that announcement today, which
Well, we won't be the only county doing it.
No,
for
no.
sure. Big breath by there by Cook. Now the pitch. Swung on and lined into right field, but it's going to go foul. Evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Beverage, he'll be followed by the top of the order, and that's Zeltner.
You were saying that it's not going to make everybody happy, and so far that is the top trending story on Facebook from WGNS with people making comments. I think there are already like 50-something comments on that story.
Hayden Cook is ready. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking pitch, grounder to short. Another chance. And the throw to first is in time for out number 2 as Hayes throws out Beverage.
The center fielder, number 4, Jackson Zeltner.
And here's Jackson Zeltner, grounded to short, and he's also bounced to second. He's 0 for 2. So he's done a good, Smyrna's done a good job of keeping the leadoff hitter out. They had a 3-run third, and that's where we are right now, 3-1, Blackman over Smyrna. And stepping out is Zeltner. Now he's stepping back in there. Cook gets the sign from Stewart. And we're ready. The first pitch, high, 1 ball, no strikes. 3-3-0 for Blackman, 1-4-1 for Smyrna. One-oh pitch, swung on, fouled back. How did he go without me last night? Did you get your lineups like you needed? And all that?
Oh yeah. There was just a lot to get done. The only thing that I did not accomplish, I even did a pregame interview.
I did hear that part,
but only thing I didn't get accomplished was putting the sign out.
I don't think we did.
We did not tonight either. No.
2 balls and a strike. I completely forgot about it. 2 balls and a strike.
Matthew Sawyer from the Murfreesboro Post sat real close to me, so if there was any, at least we could conference on any calls out there.
Pitches low and outside. 3 balls and a strike. So he was your color analyst, basically.
Well, he was kind of there. If
he doesn't like to talk on the radio, though.
Is that an error? Is that a hit? That kind of thing. Sometimes it's just a judgment call.
Here's the 3-1 pitch from Cook. Swung on, fly ball right field, and coming in and making the grab is Lyons. And that is it for the top half of the 4th. A good inning for Hayden Cook. 3 up, 3 down. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. It's Blackman 3, Smyrna 1 here on State Farm Prep Baseball.
Your home, your auto. Together, they're where life happens. I'm State Farm Agent Andy Wama. It's smart to protect them together to help life go right. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me help you save by combining your home and auto.
Every team knows which play can be the winning move. I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, here to help life go right by combining your home and auto insurance. Call me today at 615-893-1417. It's a winning move that saves you time and money.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
If your old unit needs a tune-up, the professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air service all major brands and even offer same-day service in most cases. Keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Ring Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass. Online at PrenticeAllsup.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Leading off the shortstop, number 3.
We're back and want to say hello to our friends at Ideas Tees, Stan Brandt Concrete, Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home, along with Middle Tennessee Christian School, bringing you State Farm Prep Sports tonight.
And get ready because it's the 5th inning. I said the wrong inning. It's the 5th inning, so you're up, big boy. Here we go.
All right.
You got it?
Sure. Chance Mosley going to lead it off here in the 5th inning. He's grounded to the pitcher and has walked in this game. Takes one low and outside. 2 balls, no strikes to Mosley. Mosley, Stewart, and Moffitt. Stewart and Moffitt both have some hits in this game. Popped up right side, not a play. In fact, Parker Moffitt is 2 for 2 with an RBI. He's driven in the only run of the game for the Bulldogs. So the important part of the order here. Chopped to short. Up with it, kind of booted by Dobrance, and makes the throw at the last second, and a nice recovery by Spencer out there to retire Mosley. So 1 out here for the Bulldogs, and that brings up Jonathan Stewart. He doubled in the first, wound up scoring a run as he was driven in by Moffitt. He's 1 for 2 today. Step in. 3-1 your score. Pitch in for a strike call, and a nice one there. Connor McCann. That is not Connor McCann either, by the way. Just caught that. The pitch. Sails low. It is Connor McCann. Just had the wrong number on my score sheet here. So McCann's still out there. Bouncer to third. Bolding has to try to come up with it. Bobbled it twice and couldn't make the throw. So Jonathan Stewart's going to reach. Right at Bolding, but kind of juggle there. Being E5. Got a runner down at first as well. So now an error on each side. Trying to catch the runner here for you. Moffitt chops this one to third. Bolding has a chance. He's kind of come in charging and can't come up with it. Once again, that was a very tough play right there. It's going to be an infield hit, I think.
The DH, number 8, Tucker Moore.
So runners at first and second. Did you put a hit on the scoreboard there? Okay, good. All right. So it is an infield single for Moffitt. And runners at first and second for the Bulldogs. Trailing here 3-2. Tying run is on. And the go-ahead run at the plate. And a 2-1 count to Tucker Moore. Flied out to center field, or flied out and popped out, if you will. 0 for 2. McCann checks the runners. Now this one fouled back into the screen. I'll get that Bulldog down at second for you here in a second. That will be Parker Moffitt's third hit of the game, so he's 3 for 3 with a run driven in. Hard hit down the third base side, but foul. Boy, that one not gone foul. We would be talking about, it's still rolling. Nobody even close to it. That might have tied us up. It's a long, noisy foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Moore. The pitch. Breaker in there. And it's strike 3. So, strikeout number 3 on the afternoon for McCann, and that comes at a good time.
The center fielder, number 11, DJ Stafford.
DJ Stafford or Troy Palomalo. The pitch. Sails outside. It's 1 ball, no strikes. There are 2 outs in the inning here now. They need DJ to put something in play here. The 1-0. High pop up on the infield, and who's got it? It's going to be the first baseman, Dapolito, coming in. Who's going to get to that one and end the inning. So a high pop up to first ends this Smyrna threat. No runs for the Bulldogs. There was one hit and one error, and there were two left stranded. We move to the bottom of the fifth with your score 3-1 on State Farm Prep Sports. Blackman up.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive offers complete tax preparation, financial, and bookkeeping services.
This is Brett Craig with Craig's Tax Service. From personal tax preparation to business bookkeeping, payroll, and taxes, at Craig's Tax Service, our staff is here to help.
Get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
As a former Siegel Star football player, I know the importance of the high school sports experience. Good luck to all county student athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
Rick Barbecue talking with Anne-Marie Brents, who says they're ready to feed your entire crew with the family pack.
It's a pound of pork or any of our pulled meats, and then you get two 16-ounce sides, and then you get a bag of chips, which are plain or barbecue, and then the buns come with it, and then you get one of our drink choices, which is either a 2-liter of one of our sodas or a half-gallon of one of our teas.
And don't forget the famous Rick's Loaded Baked Potato.
That's the biggest potato you can get. They're right at 2 pounds.
Let Rick's Barbecue do the cooking. 212 Warrior Drive.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
Well, hey there, Ron. Ron Reeves bringing you this half inning on State Farm Prep Sports from News Radio WGNS. Ron Reeves is a Rutherford County resident who just happens to have an office in Brentwood. He'd love to talk with you. That's Ron Reeves, 615-873-1700.
Number 5, Dylan DePolito.
2, 3, and 4 hitters up for Blackman. Dapolito to lead it off. He's 2 for 2 today. First chance at a look at Hayden Cook. Takes a ball on the outer half. Wind and the pitch. Just a bit high. Two and 0. The pitch fouled down the third base side. Now to play. Next week, I told you last night we had an ambitious schedule, and I think Mother Nature is going to nix at least one of those next week. Monday, MTCS versus FRA. Sent into right field, and this is going to be through. It's going to roll forever. And it's going to be an easy double, and he's hustling to third as the throw is in, but it's going to be a big triple for Dylan Dapolito. He has singled, he has doubled, and he has now tripled in this game. Dapolito
DH, number 21.
Looking to try to add a little insurance there, and almost.
He's had a great game tonight.
Blackman has, John, 4 hits, and he's got 3 of the 4.
Yep.
And your batter now is Kenny Colon. Fly out and a hit by pitch. He scored the second run of the game for the Blaze. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch on the inner half is low. So Monday, MPCS versus FRA. I believe our Tuesday 26 game is going to get rained out over at Rockvale with Blackman, and then Stewart's Creek Cookville on Wednesday over at Stewart's Creek. This one fouled away. Then we've got MTSU baseball next week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. They normally play Friday, Saturday, Sunday series, except for Easter weekend in Conference USA. 2-1 into left field. Battle drifts back, and it's going to be away from him. That's going to score a run. And it's going to be an easy stand-up double for Kenny Colon, and also give him an RBI as well. It's now 4-1. Coming in was Dapolito, so he scored 2 runs in this game. So a double for Colon, and that brings some conversation on the mound here. Gives me a chance to mention our friends at Raider Tees. Tomorrow is the last day of their 25% off all regular price Blue Raider gear. That's tomorrow, last day. So you want to get over there and get your NCAA Lady Raider gear so you can cheer on the Lady Raiders. They have those official Conference USA Women's Tournament Championship shirts in-house and on sale this week as well at Raider Tees, 910 Ridgely Road. Just turn off Broad between Chewy's and Chili's. You'll find them back there. Anything you want with the blue and white of Middle Tennessee, you can find there, and you can save 25% on everything that's at regular price. Good deal. Mac Bolding takes the ball on the first pitch.
Smyrna needs to be careful here. They've only got a couple innings left. They need to keep it close as they possibly can.
Well, Blackman's already scratched across one and still nobody out. And Cologne down there at second. The 1-1 on the way. Got that outer half. Bolding has flied out to right and struck out in this game, so he's 0 for 2. Cook takes a look at second, sails this one high. It's 4-1 now. Bottom of 5. Cook kicks and fires it up there, and he went. And it's going to be a strikeout. And Bolding is not happy. He looked back at the umpire as he just pumped him out.
That was an impressive pitch. Bigelow went down the middle, then sailed out to the outside at the last second. Just caught that corner.
Well, Alex Bigelow steps in, and a big opportunity for him. He's going to try to bunt it. It's going to be popped up left side down the third base line, and Harrison could not get to it there. It was actually Walker Hayes. I think maybe they've changed positions here.
I believe you're right.
Looks like Walker Hayes is at third now, because that's 10. Chop down the first base side. It's going to be a throw down to third. And in under the tag over there is Cologne. So Bigelow's going to reach.
Well, Bigelow grounded. That was a play over there, and they got him out at first.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Yeah.
The right fielder.
He stepped on the bag and threw it
Brown.
down. Didn't get Cologne, but
gotcha.
Got Bigelow.
Well, they're 2 away. I see that now. I was kind of blocked from that pole for a second. Well, let's see what Brown can do. He takes a ball on the first pitch.
Cook with a chance to get out of this with only 1 run is pretty good, if he can do it.
Screaming foul into the Blackman dugout over there. Yeah, especially after a leadoff triple followed by a double.
It was looking bad, but
and nobody out at that point. Here's the 1-1. This pitch upstairs.
He's gone to the breaking stuff more this inning too. After that, the pitching coach went out and had a little talk with him.
Here's the pitch. Outside and low. You know, John, I think Jenkins went to second. That sure does look like him right there. 3 balls and a strike. Strike called. A little delay right there, and don't think Jonah Brown was all too pleased, but the count full with 2 out. Big pitch for Hayden Cook coming up. Swing and a miss. Got out of the inning.
Yeah, nice comeback.
That is his second strikeout of the game, both in this inning. Well, here's your inning recap. There was just 1 run on 2 hits. Leadoff triple followed by a double. There's going to be 1 stranded here in the inning. So it's 4-1 going to the 6th as you listen into State Farm Prep Sports.
Each team knows which play can be the winning move. I'm good neighbor State Farm agent Celeste Middleton, and I'd love the opportunity to talk to you about combining your home and auto insurance. Call me at 615-895-2700, and I can save you time and money.
It's not just a home or a car. I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack. We see your home and car as the time and memories you put into them. Give me a call at 615-900-0877 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
Since 1966, Fans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard Heating and Air products, Fans will do it all. Sell you your choice of products and then install it with their factory-trained, experienced, professional staff. In the unlikely event you need service, Fans will be there with trained technicians. Fans Heating and Air is located on Jayhawk Court. Call 615-893-7930. Fans Heating and Air.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
We're back, and Damian Battle going to lead it off here for the Smyrna Bulldogs, facing Connor McCann, who's gone all the way for the Blaze. He has a 3-run lead here. His pitch, chop foul down the first base side to even things up at 1 apiece.
Well, if you're playing defense behind him, you got to love him. I mean, he's ready to go.
One. Sails upstairs. 2-1. It's the 6, 7, and 8 hitters for Smyrna here, and only got this inning and one more. Trying to get back in this one, trailing by 3 runs. This is inside there, 3-1. Battle would take a leadoff walk, I would assume. Only 3 on the day for McCann so far, and this is number 4. Base runners are important for the Bulldogs, and they've got the first one on here in the 6th. And your batter, Walker Hayes, be a runner as well at first, and that's Hunter Campbell.
McCann's had some base runners, but he's been able to work his way in and out of it.
And Walker Hayes started at second. He's now at third. He's your batter. Steps in here, right-hander. Can peeking down at first. As Campbell takes a modest lead there. Oh, hit him right in the head and the helmet.
That's a breaking pitch that didn't break.
It sure didn't. Thankfully, it didn't break that helmet either. So that, I think, as I survey my scorecard here, is the first hit batter for McCann. So a walk and a hit batsman, and that brings...
Well, it looks like he's called to the bullpen. I think it's fixed to be made here. We'll see. Maybe just have to settle him down.
So far, just a discussion.
I think it'd already be done if he's going to do it. I'm sure he'd like for him to go at least through this inning. Got a 3-run cushion.
Well, last inning, a 1-out error followed by a single put the tying run at the plate. Now it's a walk and a hit batsman that puts the tying run at the plate. And the batter, Julian Lyons, is flat out and walked in this game, 0 for 1. Shows bunt. Pretty good one right in front of the mound, though. McCann up with it, throws to first, but it advances Campbell to third, running for Battle, and Hayes to second on the sac bunt. First out of the inning.
Smyrna really, this is a big at bat. They need to try to get a run or 2 in and get this thing closer.
Don't have to get it all back this inning, but I don't know that they're going to have a better opportunity. The pitch swung on the first pitch by Harrison, fouls it away. Steps back in. Left-handed batter facing the righty McCann. The stretch, the pitch, upstairs. 1-1.
Well, they're talking about this rain might go through Saturday, too. Is that right?
Part of the day, I think. Maybe early in the morning. Here's a 1-1 breaking pitch in there. It's a very nice pitch there by McCann.
Stop that pattern.
I know. Weekends.
At least some of it is ruined.
Got to have a mowing day, huh?
Wow.
Here's a 1-2 pitch. Right up the middle and through. It's going to score one. Yes, just one run as they hold up Hayes at third. And that's going to be a single.
It's a big at bat for Ryan Harrison. Now you got the top of the order coming up. Smyrna threatening here.
Shortstop, number 3, Chance Mosley.
4-2 now, your new score. And Harrison, a 2-for-2 day. Top of the order in Chance Mosley. He's grounded to the pitcher and to the shortstop and walked in this game. So 0-for-2 with a walk is Chance Mosley, your leadoff man for the Bulldogs. Got runners at the corners here. Just one out. The pitch from McCann. Runner goes. Throw down easily. In. Down there is Ryan Harrison with a stolen base. First one of those tonight. But I tell you, last night, Siegel Stars had their running shoes on. I don't remember. They had 5 or 6 stolen bases.
Did Santee go all the way in that one?
He did. Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
Riverdale leading Jacksonville 4-2. This one popped up. Left side. Is there going to be room to make a grab? Nope. Hits on the top of the third base dugout. Micah Freeman pitched for Oakland last night.
He pitched well.
Yeah, it was a well-pitched game. 1-1 here. Tying run in scoring position. Go ahead run at the plate here with just one out. McCann in a jam. Going to throw down to second.
Well, there was a nice play there by Dorbrandt because that could have very easily gone into center. That would have scored another one.
Well, I think every time you throw down to second off the mound can get scary. Boy, this one way upstairs, 2-1.
Struggling a little bit with his control. I don't know if he's getting tired or.
A walk, a hit batter, then a sacrifice bunt, and a single for Smyrna here in this bottom half of the 6th. Pitch right up the middle through. That may tie us up here. Nope, they're going to hold the runner. Little station-to-station action here. With the third run for the Bulldogs is in. And back-to-back hits. Mosley with his first of the night. Give him an RBI. It's now 4-3. And this is going to be the day for Connor McCann now as Coach Brad Frazier makes his way out for Blackman. And we are going to have the Ideas Tees called to the bullpen. Don't forget, Ideas Tees, which operates Raider Tees. They have got Blue Raider gear special, 25% off through tomorrow, and those Conference USA Championship tees for the Lady Raiders on sale now at Raider Tees. We'll be back, tell you who the new pitcher is when we return. It's 4-3. Blackman hanging on here to a 1-run lead.
Middle Tennessee Christian School, training for eternity.
We'd love to see us on the schedule. And have
Hey, did I tell you how quick the nice players?
MTCS President Matt Tiller.
The way we travel is just phenomenal. Our parents and our community are fully engaged in our school. When we compete, we're trying to do it in a way that honors God. We want to win. We also want to do it in a way that pleases Him.
Providing Christian values and academic excellence in a nurturing environment. That's Middle Tennessee Christian School. Invest in the future of your child. Find out more at mtcscougars.org.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in treating local athletes here in Rutherford County. Experts in joint, bones, and muscles. And with over 65 specialists, TOA has a playbook to get you back in the game. To request an appointment, visit TOA.com or call 855-NEED-TOA. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance. TOA. Live your best life.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Tonight brought to you by good neighbor State Farm Agent Ron Reeves, a Rutherford County resident with an office in Brentwood. Give him a call if you need any insurance advice. That's Ron Reeves, 615-873-1700.
Well, Connor McCann's afternoon is done after 5 1/3 innings. Right now, the runner at third in Harrison and the runner at first in Mosley belong to Connor McCann. Your new pitcher is Cooper Stevens.
Still only one out, Brian. That's a big thing.
4 runs on 5 hits for Blackman with 1 error. 3 runs on 7 hits now for the Bulldogs and 1 error. So runners at the corners, and now Jonathan Stewart, who steps up. He's doubled and reached on an error. He scored the first run of the game. And then Parker Moffitt, who's on deck, is 3 for 3 today. So this is real trouble here for the Blaze. And the Bulldogs looking to take advantage here. This may be your deciding inning. The first pitch to Stewart is a ball, 1-0. Mosley at first. Takes a small lead. Now he's walking back to the bag. He'll take his lead again. And now stepping out is Jonathan Stewart. Tough spot for Cooper Stevens to come in for sure. Pitch fouled back behind home plate. Evens it up at 1-1. 4-3. If you're just joining us, Blackman leading the Smyrna Bulldogs. But that's in jeopardy. The tying run is at third. The go-ahead run at first. The pitch misses outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Stevens checking the runner at first. And the pitch. This one sails high and inside, and it's a 3-1 count. Second base is open down there, but if he walks this guy, you load up the bases for Parker Moffitt, who's 3 for 3. The pitch from Stevens. That misses low, and it's a ball. Everybody kind of stood there, and it kind of made me wonder what was going on, but it's going to be a walk for Stewart. Mosley will go to second, and the bases are indeed loaded. Have a runner over there for Stewart, the catcher. I think that's Ryan Harrison, but I'm not 100% sure. The pitch, swing and a miss. Boy, Moffitt was trying with 1 stroke to give Smyrna the lead there.
Well, Ryan is down at third, so it's his twin over there. Just like him.
This pitch in for a strike. 0-2.
I'll see if I can get that.
Well, I thought I saw a 9, but then I second guessed myself, and I know it's not because, as you're saying there, Ryan Harrison is at third. Pitch popped up and out of play. Boy, Stevens just looks like he's trying to muscle it up there. Nothing in 2. Once again, still just 1 out here in the inning. Tying run down at third. The pitch went outside with it and got him to offer at it, and it's a strikeout of Parker Moffitt. That was a big get right there for Stevens.
Yes, sir. That was huge.
Number 8, Tucker Moore.
Puts a lot more pressure on Tucker Moore, who's 2 flyouts at least. What did he do in the 5th?
Struck out. Yeah, so he's 0 for 3. Now 2 away in the books. The pitch in for a strike. Well, there was no radar gun on that one, but he got it up there in a hurry. DJ Stafford would be next if Moore could reach somehow. Pitch misses low and outside. That would be good news for Smyrna if that happened. That means they would have at least tied the game. Trailing 4-3 here, 2 away in the inning. Bottom of the 6th inning, the pitch. Outside, gets away from Beveridge, and there's going to be thrown out at home. Trying to sneak in there is Ryan Harrison. So he was caught stealing, and boy, Adam Beveridge couldn't get to it, went away. It had what a hopeless feeling for him, I'm sure. And then all of a sudden does recover at the last second. That's going to end your inning here. So for the Smyrna Bulldogs, they get 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors in the inning. There was a walk. There was a hit batter, and 2 left stranded. Well, let's move to the bottom of the 6th inning with the Blackman Blaze leading 4-3 here on State Farm Prep Sports.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. For more than 30 years, my team and I have worked hard to help injured people throughout Middle Tennessee. Over that time, we've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. And if we're not able to help or aren't the right lawyer for you, we'll do the best to point you in the right direction. If you've been injured, call the Law Offices of John Day for a free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless we win your case.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game tonight, well, you can check out WGNSSports.com for the latest prep and MTSU sports news, schedules, podcasts, and more. That's WGNSSports.com. Big G TV on the air.
Yeah, got it rolling here tonight. It's 7, 8, 9 due up here for Blackman. Their lead just 1 here now, and Cook's still out there. Throws a ball to Dobrance.
Just one more shot for Smyrna.
The pitch on the way. This is low and outside. Stewart tried to hold it out there to see if you could get the call, but not the case. 2-0. Pitch on the way. Got the strike that time. Just a hair higher, went to that same spot. Dobrance has walked and singled in this game. His 3rd at bat. Watches one low as the count goes to 3-1. Bottom of the 6th inning, 4-3. Blackman clinging now to a 1-run lead. Pitch on the way. Chopped to short. Weird bounce, but Mosley up with it and makes the throw to first in time. That ball almost went away from Mosley.
The shortstop, number 6, Mitchell Cunningham.
Natural surface here. Infield and outfield at Smyrna.
He had the, I guess, 3-1. He had the green light to swing there.
Coach Frazier taking this chance to talk to Mitchell Cunningham. Don't know what words of inspiration Coach Frazier gave, but Cunningham ready to step in here. Oh, got hit by the first pitch. And that is the first hit batsman for Cook.
The catcher, number 15.
We've had a lot of
Adam
those tonight.
Beveridge.
Yes, we have.
That is the third Blaze to be hit by a pitch. I think Coach Frazier may be making. No, he's just having a conversation here with Adam Beveridge, the catcher.
Wants to make sure the signs, he knows what's up. He may just told him what he wants him to do.
Beveridge certainly had a tough time coming up with the ball, but just got it at the right time and flipped it to first to get that out to end the Smyrna threat. That would have tied the ball game. Strike called on the outside corner. After Beveridge, Zeltner is on deck. He's the top of the order for the Blaze. 0-1. Beveridge has walked and grounded to short. Just got a piece of this one to foul it back into the screen.
It jarred our camera.
Yeah, the camera is hanging on the screen with bungee cord things.
Bungee cord things?
Yeah. There's all kinds of things that you can buy. That's the one I went with. It's worked okay tonight. First time to use that one. Breaking pitch is high. Throw down to first and back safely is Cunningham. Each ballpark, you're at a different place, and there's a different place to put a camera. Last night it was on a tripod in the press box. So here's the loop into center field, but is going to be caught on one knee by Stafford. They throw to first and doubled him up. Double play is going to end the inning. No runs, no hits. There was a hit batsman, but the double play erased him, and we go to the seventh now. Last chance for the Bulldogs as they trail 4-3 here on State Farm Prep Sports.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee is dedicated to Rutherford County, its students, their families, and their futures. Hi, I'm Ryan Savage, Assistant Vice President and Branch Manager. We understand the challenges of managing your family's finances. At First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, your family is our family. Visit us at our Gateway or Memorial Boulevard offices here in Murfreesboro and always online at fnbmt.com. First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC, NMLS 401715.
When Rutherford Countyans think of insurance professionals, they think Rayburn Insurance Agency at 200 South Lowry in Smyrna, meeting the needs of thousands of customers since 1973. You can trust Rayburn Insurance with all your needs, a place where customer service really matters. It's personal with Rayburn Insurance, as fans of local sports, as friends, and as insurance professionals. Check them out at rayburn.net or call 615-459-4145. Rayburn Insurance, for business, auto, home, and life insurance.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game tonight is brought to you by good neighbor State Farm Agent Bud Morris, located at 3245 Franklin Road, just down from Franklin Road Christian School. That's State Farm Agent Bud Morris, 615-893-1417. We go to the seventh. It's 4-3. Blackman holding on to a one-run lead.
It's going to be Tucker Moore, DJ Stafford, and Damian Battle. So this will be your 4, 5, and 6 hitters for Smyrna. Here to face Cooper Stevens, who got out of a full-blown jam, and he inherited a jam as well. So he hasn't had an easy outing whatsoever. First pitch, low for a ball. Trying to see if after 3 innings, Riverdale 2, Jacksonville, Alabama are 4-2. Riverdale leads. Lined into left field, and it is going to be away from Bigelow off of his glove. Dribbles on into the outfield, and standing in down there at second is Tucker Moore. John, that was going to be a very tough play for Bigelow,
double.
regardless. And he came in charging, just got the very tip end of the glove on the ball, and then it kind of bounced away. So it is not going to be an easy inning for Cooper Stevens. Bunted down the first base side, and a pretty good one. They're going to try to run him down, and he's going to beat it out. DJ Stafford is going to
should have flipped
more.
that one. Should have flipped that ball. There was no way Stafford can fly.
So he did his job plus some. It was going to be a sac bunt. Get Moore down to third. He did that, but he also had the bunt single. And back-to-back hits. Damian Battle is your batter, so that puts the go-ahead run at first and the tying run at third with nobody out. Damian Battle, your batter.
I think that's a different hitter, Brian. Let's
is
see.
it?
Yeah. See if I can find his number.
It is. It's 12. It's Landon Epps. Good catch there. So Landon Epps batting here for Battle. The pitch, runner goes, and they're going to just let him head down to second.
It's a huge run out there. That's the winning run. And as fast as he is, you like your chances if you're Smyrna.
So runners at second and third. The tying run at third. The go-ahead run at second. The pitch, the 1-1. This is low. You can hear this home crowd, Bulldog crowd here.
Remember,
getting
Blackman
after it.
is the home team tonight in this second game, so
they'll have a chance. Swing and a miss. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Unless Stevens can come back and get out of this inning without the tying or go-ahead run coming across. Here's the 2-2. High and inside. Takes it full. Do have a base open over there at first for Epps. Blackman looking for an out here. Payoff pitch on the way. Fouled back into the screen. So there'll be another 3-2 from Stevens. First at bat for Epps. Walker Hayes in the on-deck circle. The 3-2. Miss low. So a double, a single, and now a walk has loaded up the bases with nobody out. And that is the second walk from Cooper Stevens.
Well, it's a full-blown jam now. And another thing you got to remember, you got to throw strikes.
Little meeting with the infield at the mound to talk things over, and a little pep talk for Cooper Stevens. So Walker Hayes stands there with a huge opportunity for his Smyrna Bulldogs. Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking pitch on the outer corner. Smyrna has out-hit Blackman. They have 4 additional hits, but scoreboard, they trail. Got that one in as well. Cooper Stevens gets ahead of the batter. Runner on every bag here. Pitch lined into right. If it's fair, it's trouble, but it is a foul ball. He sent that one to one of the deepest parts of the park.
Infield in on the corners there, Brian. Just if it comes to them, they'll try to go home.
Here's another 0-2 pitch. Outside. Tried to see if Hayes would nibble at one. 1 ball and 2 strikes as Walker Hayes readies the pitch. Just misses. That one's tough. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good eye there.
The pitch from Stevens. Outer part of the plate and low, and the count full.
Again. And now you're really, because these batters, they won't take off, but they're going to be crack at the bat. They're going to be going.
He had him 0-2, and now it's a full count. Walker Hayes. Here's the pitch to him. Swung on, popped into shallow left, and it's going to be caught there by Cunningham, and runners hold.
As good as a strikeout there, no advancement of the runners.
The right fielder,
And the first out here for Cooper
Julian
Stevens.
Lyons.
He needs 2 more to end this game. Smyrna, who had, let's say, the bases loaded in the 6th. They did get 2 runs. They had the bases loaded, and he struck out Moffitt, who was 3 for 3. Now Coach Frazier is going to make his first appearance on the mound and is going to have a little bit of conversation here with Cooper Stevens. Don't think he's going to make a change here. He's just talking about how he wants things to go as bases are still loaded here for the Smyrna Bulldogs. Coach Frazier in his first year as the head coach at Blackman, but has been an assistant for many years. Had the chance to talk to him on the Coaches Show when he made his appearance, and he's been a head coach. I can't remember. I think it was Franklin County, but I'm not 100% for sure. I know he's had some head coaching experience and made that easy transition. Although we talked about, the buck stops with him now and got a lot of things to manage as a head coach. Well, Julian Lyons going to step in after the conference. And here's the first pitch, showing bunt. And it is going to drop and away from everybody. We're tied. Stevens came off the mound. Dapolito came over as well, and it kind of hit right in between them, John.
Yeah, that was perfectly placed. And really, Stevens did all he could do. I mean, that was the only play he could make, because even if he did get to it, I don't think he throws him out.
Ryan Harrison.
So Ryan Harrison, who is 2 for 3 today, is going to step up here, and still just 1 out. And the bases once again juiced. Swing and a miss. He was trying to break this one open with that swing. That's 2 bunt singles in this game by Smyrna, playing a little small ball as this one's fouled back. But it certainly has worked. A double, a single, a walk, a pop up to short, and a single. Bunt single. Got the strike on the outside corner for strike 3. So that is his second strikeout. And we go back to the top of the order to Chance Mosley. Mosley singled and drove in the 3rd run of the game just last inning. He would love to somehow get in 1 more here in the 7th. We're tied at 7. I make that 4-4. This pitch in the dirt.
You still have the problem with if Stevens, he's got the bases loaded, so he's got to not only keep him from getting a hit, but he's got to throw strikes. He can't walk anybody, can't hit anybody.
The 1-0 on the way. Lined into left field, and drifting back is the left fielder Bigelow for the big catch. That was well hit by Mosley. But right there, Johnny on the spot, Alex Bigelow. Well, here's your inning recap. The Bulldogs get 1 run on 3 hits. There was a walk in the inning. There were 3 big Bulldogs left stranded. Well, we go to the bottom of the 7th, tied at 4-4, and Blackman is going to send up the top of the order. We'll see what happens when we come back.
Winners Trophies can help you with customized awards for any occasion. Owner Kelly Hockenberry continues to provide awards for sports teams, churches, recognition awards, and more. Call Winners Trophies at 904-6002. That's 904-6002 for the best in quality, service, and pricing. You can also email Kelly, winnerstrophy@comcast.net. That's winnerstrophy@comcast.net. Any award for any occasion. Winners Trophies, 904-6002.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
Whether it's the blazing heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter, let the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Conditioning on West College Street keep your home or business comfortable year-round. We service all major brands and in most cases offer same-day service. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Rheem Pro partner, heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Sir Pizza sponsors our game and Coaches Show podcast. You can go back and listen to our spring sports Coaches Shows that we had over the last couple of weeks. Coaches Show is done for the season. We'll be back in August with that, but our games are there. Podcasting the audio and video there on WGNSSports.com. Don't forget you can get your favorite pizza online now at SirPizzaTN.com. East Main, South Church, and Memorial for Sir Pizza.
Number 4, Jackson Zeltner.
Jackson Zeltner, Dylan Dapolito, and Kenny Colon. 1, 2, and 3 hitters here in the 7th to face Hayden Cook. Cook came in and started the 4th inning in relief of Blake Jenkins. Breaking pitch in. 4 runs on 10 hits, 1 error for the Bulldogs. 4, 5, and 1 for Blackman. Just missed on the outer corner. Saw Stewart kind of hold his glove out there. You sure, Mr. Umpire? 1-1. Way outside this time. It's 2-1 now.
Game kind of tense, hadn't it?
Yeah, it has. And I was just thinking, Smyrna's got the momentum right now, so I'm sure Blackman would like to end it right here. Pitch misses low and outside.
Kind of aimed that one, looked like.
Smyrna's had a good 6th and 7th inning to crawl back and tie this. 2 in the 6th and 1 in the 7th. The pitch fouled back down the first base side. If Smyrna doesn't win this game, John, it's going to be a game of what ifs, though, because they've left 10 on base.
Yeah, McCann was really battled through some innings.
Here is the payoff pitch on the way. Nubbed and fouled back into the screen. Back in there is Jackson Zeltner. He's 0 for 3 today. Big deep breath here by Cook. Kicks and fires. Popped up right side. Walker Hayes going to drift under it for out number 1. I believe that's Harrison. Harrison's playing second. I knew we had a different one. And Hayes has gone to third. I just didn't know who was over there at second, and I'd forgotten about it. So a good grab there by Harrison. 1 away. And now Mr. Dapolito steps in here. Looks at the ball. He has singled, he has doubled, he has tripled, he has scored 2 runs in this game. The pitch way outside, and Cook has not given him a lot to look at. We know since he's singled and he's doubled and he's tripled. And in that order. I won't even say the rest. 2-0. In for a strike.
It's a good pitch. Looking for something to hit, and he kind of threw some off-speed stuff at him.
Cook looks in. Now after the sign, here's the pitch. Another one right about the same honey spot. 2-2.
The honey spot.
Yeah.
Well, that's new. I like that.
Just popped out of my mouth. Sometimes things like that happen.
The honey spot. I'll have to remember that one.
The 2-2.
Ooh, that was close.
That was close. It's a ball outside, I guess. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So it's a full count to Dylan Dapolito. And the pitch. Swung on, lined into right field, and that is going to be a base hit. Well,
can't get this kid out.
Dylan Dapolito is 4 for 4 today.
21, Kenny Cologne.
Player of the game.
Don't
Blackman.
think- yeah, you got to.
We got a Smyrna. We got to find a Smyrna.
Got to
Yeah.
do that. Well, and for Smyrna, Parker Moffitt is 3 for 4 on the day. So it may be pretty easy to find our Dr. Automotive players in the game here. But I do believe that the Bulldogs are going to make the Ideas Tees call to the bullpen. Ideas Tees, the place in Rutherford County for school spirit wear, screen printing, embroidery, and, of course, officially licensed Blue Raider merchandise over at Raider Tees. 910 Ridgely Road. We'll take a timeout. We'll tell you who the new pitcher is for the Bulldogs. The Blackman Blaze have the winning run at first base. We'll see what happens here. Just one out. Stay with us for this exciting game on State Farm Prep Sports.
You in a hurry for dinner? Well, we've made it even easier to order online at sirpizzatn.com. Tap the location nearest you and begin your carryout or delivery order at sirpizzatn.com. You can choose from our full menu, and we'll take care of the rest. A Queen's Feast is calling my name. Order Murfreesboro's favorite pizza online at sirpizzatn.com.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive offers complete tax preparation, financial, and bookkeeping services.
This is Brandon Craig with Craig's Tax Service. We're proud to support all Rutherford County athletes.
Craig's Tax Service reminds you that it makes sense to get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We've been serving Rutherford County since 1988.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
We're just off Memorial Boulevard at 142 Heritage Park Drive.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
We are back here, and your new pitcher for the Smyrna Bulldogs after the call to the bullpen is Tucker Moore in relief of Cook. He wound up going 3 1/3. He's given up only 1 run so far, but Dylan Dapolito and the winning run is at first. That belongs to his ledger. 3 hits, 2 strikeouts, no walks, and 1 hit batsman. John, a little different look for Moore.
Yeah, was from the side. Hayden Cook pitched, did a good job, pitched well.
The DH, number 21, Kenny Cologne.
So Kenny Cologne, who doubled his last time up, has a ribby to his night. He's also been hit by a pitch and scored a run. This pitch outside for a ball. Not a true submarine pitcher, but he does come from the side. Misses high with this one. It's 2-0. He's not really even close to that. He kind of just pitches right down. Ooh, that hit him. So a hit by pitch. Runners at first and second. Well, now let's see if it's going to be Bolding or someone else. And they are going to have a pinch hitter here.
Pitch inning for Blackman, number
Andrew
2,
Monson.
Andrew Monson.
He pitched in the first game, John.
Yeah, and I didn't think he was planning on playing. I knew he wasn't going to pitch this game, but he's going to be in here to pinch hit. Emily's brother. I'm sure he's heard that a few times.
Well, now the winning run is at second. Boy, this pitch gets away. Wild pitch, the throw down to third. Does he get in under the tag? No, he's pumped out down there at third base.
Came off that concrete wall down here. That was huge.
So now there are 2 outs in the inning. Cologne did reach second. So instead of 2 on and 1 out, you've got 1 on and 2 out as Andrew Monson steps in, takes a strike.
I don't know how fast Cologne is, but be interesting here if he gets a hit.
And the pitch right through past short. They're going to send Cologne, and he is going to be in safe. A pinch hit RBI single from Andrew Monson gives Blackman the 5-4 victory here in the 7th. Very nicely done there by Andrew Monson. Boy, this was an exciting game. You had a little bit of everything. And 2 real close games. Blackman's going to take a pair here in the doubleheader today. And Blackman Blaze winners here by a score of 5-4. We'll have your Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show that's coming up next right here on News Radio WGNS State Farm Prep Sports.
Dr. Automotive is the cure for your car. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer have been providing Rutherford County with ASE certified auto repair for nearly 20 years. You'll receive courteous and friendly customer service every time. Why? Because we grew up here and you are our neighbors. Foreign and domestic auto repair and maintenance on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, just off I-24. SmyrnaAutoRepair.com, 615-220-0971. Just ask for Danny.
You've seen the ads out there, companies wanting to buy your home. But why sell yourself short when you can get fair market value? I'm Lisa Patton. If you have an estate to settle or a home to sell, call Parks Auction. We'll work with you to sell your home or property in any condition with no costly repairs on your timeline. Why accept one offer when you can have multiple? You need Parks Auction. We look out for your best interest. Call Parks Auction today. We handle everything.
Hello, this is Coy Young at Las Casas Feed Supply. We'd like to welcome you to our door.
Whether you have a quarter acre or several, Las Casas Feed Supply has premium feeds and dog foods you can't find in box stores.
Nutrition is our specialty here at Las Casas Feed.
Plus, every Saturday morning, they have a local producer-only farmers market with fresh vegetables, beef, pork, and more.
Customer service expertise that exceeds your expectations.
Family owned and operated by Coy and Jennifer Young, Las Casas Feed Supply on Barlow Lane, just off Highway 96 East in Las Casas.
So what if your roommate decides to microwave a metal mixing bowl and set your apartment on fire? I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. Auto, renters, frankly, any kind of insurance. I've got your back. Call me at 615-873-1700.
Renters, when you combine State Farm auto and renters insurance, you save an average of $642. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and I'm ready to help you combine auto and renters insurance and save. Call me at 615-459-2683.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Your final score, 5-4. The Blackman Blaze win it here today. The second game, they sweep the doubleheader today here at Smyrna. It's your Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air services all major brands and in most cases offers same-day service. Rely on the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air to keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, they're on West College Street in Murfreesboro, and we know that summertime is almost here, so make sure you get that spring tune-up taken care of so you're not sweating to the oldies this summer, all right? They'll take care of you at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air. Time to talk about this game, and John, I guess just an overall reflection. This game had a lot of swings, and you got to give Blackman credit, John. Smyrna had the momentum. They came out swinging in the 6th and 7th inning to tie it up, and Blackman was in a real tough spot here. I mean, it could have easily swung the other way. They come back and get the victory, and Monson coming in. He comes in, John, and he hasn't played this whole game.
In the first game, and he won the second game.
It's kind of crazy. So,
well, I think Coach called the right guy up there at the right time, and boy, he delivered when they really needed. That's a clutch hit. That's one that you're going to remember, and you'll remember that the next time that situation comes up. But a really good ball game, and I thought the defense was really good tonight, and pitching a little bit, some hit batters and some walks, but otherwise it was a real good game to watch. Some timely hitting.
Well, I think we've already kind of discussed our players of the game here in this one a bit, but for Blackman, Dylan Dapolito, John, 2 singles, a double and a triple, 4 for 4, 2 runs scored. Kind of hard to overlook that.
Well, he's got a great baseball name for one thing, Dapolito, and then he goes 4 for 4, a double, a triple, and 2 singles. Now he got caught trying to get to third on a pass ball, on a wild pitch, but I would have done the same thing. I mean, you want to try to get that runner down to third if you can, but what a great night for him. And I guess for Smyrna, was it Parker Moffitt, 3 for 4. He had 2 singles, make that 3 singles and a walk and only a strikeout. So those are our 2 players of the game, I think.
Yeah, he also had an RBI in the game as well. So there you go, your Dr. Automotive players of the game. They provide local car owners with excellent auto repair services from ASC certified mechanics and master mechanics out at Hazelwood Drive location of Dr. Automotive. Danny and Randy Brewer, brothers out there, and their entire staff at Dr. Automotive are fully equipped to serve your vehicle repair and maintenance needs. AutoRepairSmyrna.com online. Craig's Tax Service keys to the game, and there were, like I said, there were many chances in there for Smyrna. John,
there's 2 things I saw.
Okay.
One game, in one inning, the Smyrna was thrown out at the plate on a wild pitch. It came back to the catcher, or the pitcher threw him out, and that was a big play because that would have already tied them, and then they would have gotten a go-ahead run. Instead, they got the tying run and gave Blackman another shot. And the other play of the game, I thought, was the pinch hit by Monson. I mean, he was, or Munson, whichever way you want to pronounce
Munson,
that.
I think he understands either one, right?
Yeah, and with a big clutch hit. So I think when you get a game like that, it could be any kind of hero, and it was Munson tonight.
Well, one stat that I counted up here a second ago, 10 runners left on base for Smyrna. And, boy, John, they out-hit them tonight, but they didn't win the ball game. They didn't have enough runs come across. So there you go. Your Craig's Tax Service keys to the game. Tax laws can be confusing, so get help with your taxes. Craig's Tax Service specializes in personal and business tax preparation, financials, and bookkeeping services. Find out more at craigstaxservice.com or call 890-2233 to make an appointment. But gosh, we're here at tax time, so need to go ahead and get on that, right? Less than a month away. And don't forget, if you missed part of the game, you can check the audio and video podcast at WGNSports.com, sponsored by Sir Pizza, and get your favorite pizza online at SirPizzaTN.com. Order for carryout or delivery on East Main, on South Church Street, and on Memorial Boulevard. Time to get your final stats here in the game. They're brought to you by our friends at Fans Heating and Air, along with JHA Company. That's Josh Houston and Associates, and also Winners Trophies. And John's got all the final tallies.
All right, the pitching for Blackman tonight. Jenkins, for Smyrna. Jenkins started 3 runs, 3 innings pitched, 2 hits, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. Hayden Cook went 3 1/3, 1 run, 1 earned run, 3 hits, 2 strikeouts, no walks. He did hit a batter. And Tucker Moore did not retire in an out as Monson hit that single to win the game. For Blackman, Connor McCann went 5 1/3, did well, 3 runs, 7 hits, 3 strikeouts, 4 walks. Cooper Stevens, 1 2/3, 1 run, 1 earned run, 4 hits, 2 strikeouts. and 2 walks. He's the winner in tonight's game. That's Cooper Stevens. Now, looking at the hitting statistics here for Blackman, Dylan Dapolito went 4 for 4, as we mentioned. Kenny Colon 1 for 2 with a run scored. Mac Bolding went 1 for 4. I'm sorry, 0 for 3. But Monson pinched hit for him, and he got a single and won the game. It was a 1 for 2 night for Spencer Dobratz as well for Blackman. For Smyrna, Chance Mosley went 1 for 5. Jonathan Stewart 1 for 2 with a run scored. Parker Moffitt 3 for 3 with an RBI with also in there. Tucker Moore had a double, scored a run. He was 1 for 4. 1 for 2 night for DJ Stafford. A lot of walks. They did take a lot of walks. In fact, Damian Battle had 1 walk, and Epps, who pinched hit for him, had a walk. And let's see, 2 for 4 for Ryan Harrison. I thought he played a really good game tonight as well. He also had 2 stolen bases in the game as well in this one.
All right. Well, that is a look at all of your stats, and that's going to wrap up our coverage here tonight. We've got Lady Raider basketball tomorrow in Baton Rouge in the NCAA first round. So good luck to the Lady Raiders tomorrow. That'll be a 12 o'clock airtime, 12:30 for the first pitch. They did move up the game with Liberty tomorrow to noon, so that'll be stream only for the baseball team, but we'll have games on Saturday and maybe Sunday. The Lady Raiders win, they will play again on Sunday, so we hope that is the case. Our next action next week will be on Monday. We head to MTCS as they welcome in FRA. Probably not going to get in a Tuesday game, but Wednesday looks pretty good with Stewart's Creek and Cookeville. So that's kind of a look ahead at the schedule as well. So I guess that's going to wrap it up from here. I want to thank our friends here from Smyrna for the hospitality and Coach Schildmeyer for keeping me updated on what they were planning on doing today. And
I think you ought to thank me
for making it.
Yeah, for just showing up. Yeah.
What's that?
I mean, I actually showed up, you know.
Well, you've been at 2 of the 3, and we knew about last night, so
I got permission, yeah.
Well, you need to see her pitch for sure. Did she pitch? Or
she did, and all is well in the Jackson household, and Papa's in good shape.
All right, well, have a good weekend. I'll see you in the morning, of course, for the Wake Up Crew, but next week for another game here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Okay, I'll be here.
Okay.
Oh, tomorrow morning, yeah.
Got that to do in the morning. I want to thank Jackson Smith at the station for his hard work this evening as well, and thank you for joining, whether you were listening or watching, whatever you were doing tonight to catch the game on any of the 10 places that you can get it. We thank you for doing so, and that's going to wrap us up here. The Blackman Blaze winners 5-4 in this exciting Game 2 against the Smyrna Bulldogs. For John Dinkins, I'm Brian Barrett. So long until the next time we meet at the game.
Rutherford County's biggest sports events are on News Radio WGNS, FM 101.9, FM 100.5, AM 1450, streaming at WGNSSports.com on our iPhone and Android apps, and always at the game.
We now return to regular programming on News Radio WGNS.